Hello and welcome. This is Chrisanne and I'm coming at you from Elemental Energies with Chrisanne. And today we are going to be making these really cute little index card notebooks that are great for hitting journaling within our journals. I am working on a witchy journal that I am calling Season of the Witch. So I need to have a lot of different little, what I call tchotchkes made for my journal. So this is one of the ones that I came up with. I added a bulb pin with charm. There are some flat back gems that are on this one. Now I created this as a notebook. So this is index cards. The front and the back are index cards. In the middle are paper, blank pieces of paper. If you didn't want to add the blank paper, you can just do this with 2 index cards. And look at, you still have hidden journaling with lines on them. So you can do that as well. I did create both of these as little mini notebooks and I stenciled the back. So the front and the back are index cards. The inside is just paper from the dollar store and fibers that I have been buying on Temu. This is washi tape that I've been buying on Temu. This is stencils. Some I have, some I got on Temu. Charms. But the trick to all of this, to putting it all together, is this punch. So this punch, if you've never seen it before, punches out 3 different size tags. So if you want this configuration up here of the scallop tag, you cut your paper at 2.5 inches wide. This one, 1.5 inch wide. This one, 2 inches wide. And there are little indicators here as to where it fits in. You can feel like the grooves of where it fits in. So that's kind of the key to all of this. So let's start assembling these and putting some of these together. So I need to cut down, I'm just going to automatically cut down 4 of these. I need to cut these down to 2.5 inches wide. These are not 2.5 inches wide. So I need to cut them down, and I'm cutting off that red line. So let's measure 2.5. And while I'm here, I'm just going to do one for another one as well. And likewise, I need to cut down the insert paper. So let's do like, I don't know, we'll do 4. We'll do 4 for one of them. I want to make sure they're even. Cut that at 2.5. And then let's cut another batch. And I already have that one cut right here. So actually we don't need that cut. Next thing we need to do is we need to use some washi tape. I'm using washi tape and I'm decorating the front. So I've been buying a whole bunch of different washi tapes. And some of these I haven't even opened. Sorry, it's crinkled. I know. I get comments, you guys don't like the crinkle. I know. I did not have that open and ready. Let's see here. Let's do that one, that one, that one. We'll do that one. We'll do that one. I love that one, so we'll add that. Take a thinner one out just in case. All right, let's start with that. I'm decorating the blank white front of these. Now, if you wanted to do the front and back with washi, that is perfectly fine. I'm stenciling the back just because I like to stencil, and I have them. So I'm just going to arbitrarily put some washi down. Now, I do know I want that in the middle. Is it going to stay in the middle? No, because the punch will be cutting some of these off. And that's okay. Let's give that a trim. We'll kind of cut as we go. Well, let's do this one with the trees next. The hardest part is finding the end of the washies. Okay, there we go. And I try and butt it up next to the previous one. If I can't, just overlap it. It's fine. Normally I cut these from the back. And I'm trying to make a pile of the ones I've used, the ones I haven't used. And I just keep going and I fill in the entire index card with washi. It's kind of, sort of, washi patchwork quilt-ish. There. If I wanted to be a little more precise, I could line everything up at the edge to begin with. It's more of a headache than it is anything. Let's do that one next. Washi tape, if you've never worked with it before, is kind of see-through-y. Let's see. So if I wanted to decorate or stencil before I put the washi tape down, some of that might show, and it might be kind of neat. Kind of like this little piece here. I might save that for another project. Put that right there. I have little pieces of washi tape on my thing over here. Let's get rid of these. Let's do that one next. Washi tape is a low tack tape. So it's not super sticky. So if you need to come in and add some glue under it, I have found that the art glitter glue works very well under washi. And because I'm using these all from the same kit, they all coordinate, which makes it easier for me. And that particular kit that I showed has wide ones, thin ones, all different. Oh, that was kind of neat. I'll show what I got in a minute. Some are a little more stickier than others. But they're fun. I mean, this is what I have so far. In this case, it adds color. It adds interest. Let me stick that down a little better. There. And then that's not quite wide enough. Let me see if, see, that would be too wide, but I can always trim it. Let me grab that set again here. You know what, we'll use the spider web. And then I can come in and trim that if I need to. And that won't be a problem. Nails come in really handy when you're trying to find the end of the washies. Ooh, that's neat. There. Give that a nice push because I want to come in and trim this. It's easier to trim it from behind. So let me give this a little bit more push there because I want to come in and trim off the bottom. Trim off the sides. Get rid of all these little bits. And that's what I have. Kind of neat. Let's give the back a quick little bit of stencil. And I am using VersaFine Clair Nocturne. And I'm going to tap it off in the lid. Then I can always come and re-grab it from the lid. I don't need to push super hard when I'm stenciling. It might look light, but when you remove the stencil, it's darker than you think. See? Go very light-handed when you are stenciling. That's the trick. Let's line these up. Let's put them in the punch. There are grooves right here and right here that say 2.5. And I can feel them here, here, and then here when I'm using this punch. If you've never used this punch, it's totally awesome. So there's that. That's what cut off. That much, just so you know for future reference. And let's trim some of these papers as well. Yeah, that happens sometimes. You just pop it off. So there's book 1. I chose not... And then they line up. I chose not to further decorate the front other than just my gems. I didn't want to cover this up. I have all these different fibers that I got off of Temu. So let's use this one. I am going to cut about 6 inches. Cut that at an angle. All I'm going to do is fold it in half. And then I'm going to fold this in half again. So I can stick it through that. Pull the tails through the loop. Because it's paper, I come in and I just tighten them up one at a time. And I want to trim that end to an angle. And then let's grab a bulb pin. We're going to grab a white one. And then let's grab where did I put them? My charms. Oh, here they are. And let's decide which charm that we're going to use. So I get charms on, I get charms on Temu. I get charms on Amazon, all different places. I have these arranged in what I consider theme. You know, I kind of like that little guy. I have stars and moons. But you know what? I kind of like him. And then let's get this out of the way. And then I put the charm on first. I mean, I could add beads and all that stuff. I contemplated doing that. I kind of poke it through. This holds the knot. I'm not going through the paper. I'm only going through the fibers. Kind of pull that down. There. And let's add some. I have orange and I have black. So let's, you know what? Let's use both. And I'm just gonna randomly add dots. And let's get these open. Let's do the orange ones first. And if you haven't seen me say it, my friend Bill does diamond painting. He does a very good job. And he gives me his leftover little flat back gems. But you can get flat back gems at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's. You can get them everywhere. So shout out to Bill. Let's see. Bill watches, so shout out to Bill. Oops. And I appreciate him watching. I appreciate him sharing the gems too. You know, craft supplies have gone up exponentially. Like food has gone up. Craft supplies have gone way up as well. So whenever I can get things for free, I'm all about that. I'm just using the other end of my picker because that will press them down. And then I think I just have one little spot left. Yeah. So let me show you what we have here. And then the pages inside. Really quick and easy to make these. So let's make another one. Let's move these out of the way. And I am going to decorate that. Let's do different washi. I'm going to pull the ones that I didn't use. Oops, it's fallen. That one's fallen. And let's see if I have enough here. This is going to be like a Jenga game to get everything back in here. And you know what? This is going to be crinkly again. Okay. So the one that's going to be at the top mostly gets cut off. Let's just use this at the top. Normally I use a wider one at the top, but let's just kind of live it up. That goes that way. You gotta hold your tongue just right in order to get that there. Again, I'm going to make a pile over there. Let's use this wider one. Is that the end? Yeah, that's the end. I can't see it. I cannot see where it is, so I do it by feel. That's pretty. Ooh, okay. And some of that might get cut off. Just want to butt that up a little bit better. There we go. There. Oh, I like that. I like that too. That's pretty. Very witchy. So I'm having fun making things for my Season of the Witch journal. This has been a really fun endeavor for me. It's right up my alley. And I'm actually making 2 journals at once. Because I'm making so many tchotchkes, you know, I'm making some of the decoration, the demo tchotchkes, and then I'm making the ones in the videos. I'm kind of making enough things to make 2 journals. And yes, this journal is going to be for sale. I'm not keeping it for myself. I'm not gifting it to any of my friends. I have gifted my friends. I've gifted a lot of my friends. Most of my friends. If not all my friends. Journals. I didn't give one to Bill. Maybe I'll have to give one to Bill. Yeah. But my other friends have all gotten journals. And I've said this in other videos. They don't use them. They just leave them on a shelf or leave them on their altar, or, you know, they admire them and look at them and they like to flip through them, and okay, that's fine. I'm flattered, but I make them to be used. That's what we have so far. Let's clean my scissors off. Which one should we do next? So if we do that one, that might be too wide. And that will be too thin. Let's do, did I use this one? No. Okay. We're going to use this one next. There it is. You can feel the end. And washi tape is very forgiving. And I'm doing my best just to butt it right up there. I'm trying to use book page here to cut down on the glare. I hope it's helping. I kind of like this one. That's kind of neat. Yeah, that one's colorful. There we go. Is it a little bit more colorful than some of the others? I don't know, it might be. A little bit more garish kind of looking. And then I think that's too narrow. I'll do this one and then I'll cut it down need be. Ooh, I didn't get the full thing. There we go. We'll do it that way. I'm not even sure which way it's supposed to go. Because that's the last one, I really wanted to push it down because I'm going to trim it here, here, and here. So my son has been sick for the last few days. And it's kind of a big deal when he gets sick, because he is on 3 chemo meds. So I have to keep my eye on him. And I think I'm coming down with it. It's a respiratory thing. It's not the virus. So I need to keep drinking fluids myself. My immune system isn't all that great either, but he doesn't have one. So, yeah, it's a kind of a big deal for him to get sick. So I'm hoping I'm keeping it at bay because, I don't want him having it, but I definitely don't want it. I'm good, thanks. You can keep it. Well, I don't want him to keep it, but you know what I mean. I'm going to use this stencil this time. It's very pretty. I've used this on another project. Very sort of Baroque looking, I believe. That's what I'm calling it. There. Now let's come through with the punch. I'm going to line everything up and we're going to punch these together. So I'm hanging out my my art area, my space here as much as I can. Not that I'm hiding from my son, but he's been staying in bed, and it's not really him either. We normally sit and watch movies and watch shows and stuff together where we enjoy that while we're eating. I don't have TV, but we stream things, like Netflix and YouTube, of course. We watch a ton of YouTube. Some of the movie channels. That's cute. And he hasn't done that in days. I'm going to use this ribbon again. I liked this ribbon. This ribbon's soft. It's really soft. I'm going to do it a tinge more than 6 inches. We'll go to 7. So, it's been noticeable that my son has altered his schedule because of his illness. And I get it. But for him to stay in bed for days, that's a big deal. Did I do the papers? Oh, I haven't. Oh, yes, I did. Okay, good. I did the papers. Let's put this whole little thing together. You know what? I think I'm going to use another. Should I use white? I don't know what type of bulb pin I'll use. I have different color ones right here. I don't think I have purple. Let me look. I have this blue. Will that read as purple? You know what? I have these pink. There's a lot of pink in that. We'll use that. I never use the pink things. So let's use the pink things. Let's get another charm. And let's see what we're going to use this go around. Too bad I didn't have like little bats, but I don't think I do. No, I have a spider web. I have a moon. Not really many moons there, but yeah, we'll use that. That's fine. I like projects where I can actually use my stuff. So I put the charm on first, then I come in and I poke my ball pin right through the knot of the ribbon. There. Let's add some little flat back gems. I think I'm just going to do the black ones on this. this. These go so quick. You know, I like fun, quick, this glue's coming out quick too. I like quick little projects. It's easier to be productive when you can just move right along. Is that sticking? You not have to spend a long time on a project. I don't mind making bigger projects. I mean, obviously I'm making this elaborate journal, but all the little tchotchkes in it are going, I think, fairly quickly. So for the entire month of October, that's all I'm going to be doing, is doing this, what I'm calling Season of the Witch journal. And I'm having fun. It's going to be a couple journals. Oh, I have another glue right there. Did I miss any others? You know what? I need another one over here. Or up here. Let me do it up here. There. Just didn't seem balanced to me. There. Whoops. Oh! Don't know my own strength. So let me show you what we got. Super, super, super cute. I like these. I'm having fun with these. And you know, you can get them made like we did too in like a half an hour. That's my type of project. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I'd love to see what you are creating. If you've made this, tag me on Instagram, chrisanne1234. I'd love to see what you're coming up with. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care and be free.